and welcome back to Saxlingham and the Mercedes-Benz series. So we've still got our worker busy, I was going to say ploughing up, but cultivating the second field that we harvested. Just stay with it till the top there because I want to get to that top field. I've got a plan for that top field. We're going to make that into I suppose it would be a production site, but it's going to start off with a few greenhouses to make product for our wholesale operations, for the ones that we have already, and also for the future ones that we want to build. So once we get at the top here, I'll just jump out. It's always nice to take a lift with one of your workers. Yeah. Gives us a chance to have a look at the Mercedes-Benz tractor. It's kind of what I like. The trucks or the lorries are nice and modern. The tractors are pretty old school. Right, so let's get out of the way then. Right, so this is where, so it's not 100% flat, so we'll have to do some smoothing out as we put things down. Also, it's right at the edge of the map, so there's a fair amount of this map down this side here that we won't be able to utilize for building on. So we'll most probably just keep that as a field, a nice little narrow field, and just grow something there. But this is a fairly flat piece of land and we already own it, so we don't need to do anything with it, and then we'll buy ourselves another nice big field to put another crop on for one of our other productions. Right, so without further ado, let's go and have a look. Now, I think the township mod that we are basing our retail operations on has some production sites or some greenhouses, etc. in it, so they'll be there, and we'll have a look at greenhouses, and it's probably down to the bottom there. So they've got the mushroom greenhouse, well, they've got the orchard, and that's for the oranges and lemons and such like. Did we need that for our, I think we needed lemons at least. I'm not sure about oranges, but I think we needed lemon. But there is a juice bar that we'll utilize those for. There's also olives here, so we'll put that in. But the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the super greenhouse. Let's get that done. I think I'll put 2 of those in. So they're fairly small, and we will get them to distribute directly through to wherever they need to go to. So it needs manure, seeds, water, fertilizer. So that's 25,000. Yeah, so there's a bit of smoothing out to be required there. I wonder if that's the way we should put them. How far back can we push them? The area is restricted there. Right. How far beyond can we go? So we'll put 1 there. put another one just in front of it, I think. Or shall we spin it around? I think we'll put another one there. We have two of those. And then we will build some mushroom operation. And restricted area, there we go, 36. It's a bit of, so we'll build one there. And the mushroom ones, I'm thinking we'll leave it at 1 for now. We'll see what happens. The reason why I've got 2 of the other greenhouses is because there's a lot of different product that can be made there. With this is just two types of mushroom really. So you can see, yeah, we'll have to do a bit of, hope we're not too close to restricted areas so that we can't flatten it at the back. And then we're going to go with the greenhouse, with the orchard, and can we get this so that it's not, how much is that, 25,000, so it's not too much to, we'll put an orchard in the front here. Hope I'm leaving myself enough space to maneuver around here. Right, let's go and have a look and see. Right, so let's just go and have a look and see what sort of production that gives. Cycles per month is, oh, it's quite big, so yeah. Right, the other thing I'm going to put in, and I hope it works with them, is I'm going to put in Omatana's feeding bin. I hope that that will work, so let's have a look and see. Where was that now? That was, it won't be there. So let's look for Omatana's feeding bin. I don't think it will be under greenhouses. I think it'll be under containers, I think, or productions, one of the two. I think it was productions then. Let's have a look. I remember looking for it in one of the other, I think it's in my Lost Island series. I've forgotten where I found it. I think it could be here. Where is it? Where is it? There it is there. So I'm going to put that up round about here. So that's good there. And we'll come and do all the leveling off in a minute or 3. And then I'm going to, I need to put in a groundwater pump. And we need to put that in somewhere where we're close to a river. Okay, so we own what is shown as field 92 here. And that basically means that we own all the roadways. So if we click on that, you'll see that we own the roadways and the verges of the roadways. So we are up here now. And what it does, I do believe that it owns part of the ford. So I'm going to put in, and I hope this works, let's see. I'm going to put in a pumping station right up here on this piece of concrete. It's almost like it's made for it. So if we just put it 3000, there we go. And there it is. We have our pumping station. We're pumping water from the Ford. And let's get that activated. So we go in there. We're going to change the output to distributing. And we're going to activate it. So it should be activating now. And then we'll go back to our field where we put up our greenhouses. So if we go there and just hop on back up here to there. There we go. So our production from this field is going to drop slightly, but it shouldn't be too bad. So if we go into here now, and what do we want to do here? We want to supply water, right, at this stage. So we need to change the output on that. Distributing. And we need to activate that. So we should get, on the top of the hour, we should get water coming in here from the ground pump, hopefully. It might even supply directly to each of the greenhouses. So while we're waiting for that to get started, we can flatten this out, and then we can put in, so I think all of these will take fertilizer, seed, we'll need fertilizer, seed, and manure, I think, or manure or seed. Let's have a look and see what they need. So it needs manure. So yeah, so we can do it with manure. So manure is going to be the cheapest. So we'll do it with manure, and the chives with manure. So water, manure, and seeds. 6,300. If we do it with solid fertilizer, less. And yeah, so manure looks like the way to go. Cucumber storing with manure and with solid fertilizer. Yeah, it's quite strange. Manure is much better. We'll have to buy it in, of course, but manure is cheap. Manure is cheap. Let's close it down. Okay, so I'm going to do the flattening out first. We'll do that on a bit of a time lapse, and we'll see you once it's done. Right, you're back with me. Let's go and have a look and see. What are we looking like? It's not too bad. It's not too bad at all, actually. Seed obviously goes in at the back there. Water. Seemed a bit rough there. It might be because we've kind of hit the... Let's see if we can smooth that a little bit more. It does seem to have done a little bit more. Sometimes you just have to go with a smaller brush where these little areas are. I think this was okay. Let's go and have a look at that now. Yeah, a little bit of a bump there. It's acceptable for this type of operation. Right. And around here. Yep, not too bad. Okay, so let's put the roads in first. Or the... So we've actually still got quite a bit of land that we can work on. It's just going to be an odd shape, that's all. Be interesting to see how the workers handle it. So let's get going with this now. We'll do this on a time lapse as well. Right, welcome back. And we've got everything smoothed out nicely. A couple of trees put up there, so we'll put some more decoration up somewhere along the line. Kind of blended it in a little bit into the field. So there's still a fair amount of cultivation area. Kind of a strange little shape because we couldn't really get it in right into a corner. I suppose we could have put this across a little bit more, but yeah, so we've got this little bit of area here, which is, yeah, there's plenty of stuff to work with there. There's a nice little gap between everything there. Right, so I'm just going to get everything activated, and then we will start bringing in some. Well, actually, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here because it's probably getting quite long. And then we'll do another episode, maybe slightly shorter, just showing you what we are going to be doing with with these greenhouses as a separate issue. So thank you so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please like and subscribe. And we'll catch you in the next one. Cheerio.